reality show, Private Suite for Two, the posh adaptation of a Canadian show, Occupation Double. It's a seduction game to find love for the bachelor and the bachelorette from England. The concept is simple. There's a house for the gentlemen and a separate one for the women.
The production picked 8 lovely women and adorable men. There are activities each day to meet with the boys, and each week we send a couple on a trip around the world. One candidate has to be eliminated each week until the big final that opposes 2 couples, and the public has to vote for its favorite. The victorious couple wins a big house with an ocean view, a 2018 car, and a trip to Bora Bora. Now, Victoria, tell me about the house and the boys.
It's only 3 weeks later, and it's a disaster in the girl's house. We have to make our own food. This means I have to touch raw meat and to wash our dishes. Ew! Like I want to heave. As it is for the boys, j'adore. They smell good. They are real gentlemen, especially Trevor, who is looking absolutely divine. But I have to say, I had a crush on Paul too, but Amelia is around him like all the time, and it's getting on my nerve. But I never lost a fight for a boy. We'll see.
C'est parfait. Tell me, Victoria, how is it with the girls?
After 3 weeks, I definitely think it's hard to mix with the other girls. We have three water closet, one cooking room, one eating room, one living room. This means we have to share. Can you possibly imagine to share these spaces in your home? We don't even have our own bedroom. It's ghastly. And where I put all my things because I'm sure they are all jealous of my makeup palette and my numerous lipstick. So I wouldn't be surprised to find out that one of my things is missing. They are all sneaking around my makeup box and my wardrobe, but they will be terribly disappointed. I have a model shape and my clothing are haute couture and it fits me and only me. Sorry, darling. Amelia, how are your relations with the other girls?
Well, after 3 weeks, I can say that I will keep in touch with all the girls except Victoria. They are all intelligent, adorable, funny, but Victoria, I can't stand her. She thinks she's the best in everything and she only talks about all the money and fame she has. I have as much money as her and maybe more, so what? She always wants to be the prettiest. She does not share anything and she doesn't have any interest in us.
So now tell me about Paul and how is your adaptation in here?
I had love at first sight in the first week with Paul. It is wonderful, like a fairy tale. Victoria seems to be jealous because I think he was her favorite, but guess what? Karma has struck again. The other boys are still interesting and I look forward to know more about them. My top two for the moment is Paul and Trevor. And about the adaptation, it was hard. I am not used to sleep in a simple bed with cotton sheets and with a lot of people around me. Usually, I have a king bed with satin sheets, and I have a maid that does everything for me, so the bedroom is a disaster. Now, tell me about your activity with Trevor.
Yes, this week I had an activity with Trevor and it was wonderful. We spent a night in the best hotel for couples, the Middlethorpe Holland Spa in Yorkshire. So lovely. It was nice to spend a night away of the drama in the houses, and with Trevor, I definitely had an adorable moment. So we visited a castle terribly old and vintage. I was wearing a long dress in a deep burgundy color with a dark lipstick. This medieval look was just perfect with this atmosphere. But anyway, we walked slowly hand in hand, Trevor and I, in the gloomy hallway. It was nice to see how upper class lived. Then we had a dinner in a restaurant. I think this place was chic but not pretentious, and sophisticated but not showy. Oh dear, I appreciated to be served for one night. I ordered a salmon tartare with a caviar and get a bottle of champagne to celebrate our escapade. We talked a lot, and I can say I'm starting to develop feelings for him. I want to continue to learn about him, but I'm really interested in him. After the dessert, we continued our discussion at the hotel and talked for hours, and then we fell asleep. Yes, we kissed, but nothing more. We just started to know each other.
Did you tell the girls about your activity?
Yes, back in the house, girls were harassing me to know how I spent my day, so I told them every detail. But seriously, we appreciate the time that Amelia is on a trip. We are unanimous to say that she's so boring. She just talks about her. It's horrific the way she's self centered. Like, come on, it's been what, 8 weeks now? So it has been 8 weeks that we listen to you repeating the same speech. Oh, darling, we all know that you love him, but please, can we talk about something else than your emotions? It's exhausting. So, Amelia, tell me about Paul.
I had many activities in the past 2 weeks with Paul, of course. The best moment I would say was the getaway in France during 4 days. We stayed at a hotel with a view on the Eiffel Tower. We went in many cafes, visited many art galleries such as the Louvre, a classic. And of course, we went shopping. We visited the Pont des Arts and the Luxembourg Garden. Everything was so romantic. J'adore Paris. Impossible to not fall in love with this place. We also went to Côte d'Azur to enjoy the beach and the sun a little, because we can't do that in London. We spent the day on a private yacht with unlimited champagne and food. It was divine.
Okay, so Amelia, the question that is on everyone's lips, did you kiss Paul?
Well, the trip was favorable to get closer with Paul. So, yes, they were finally a kiss. It might look like a cliche, but I know from this moment that he was the one. I am so relieved that Victoria stepped back on Paul. When I came back and Victoria told us that she kissed Trevor, I was gobsmacked. She is only here for the show and the final prize. She can't win. I won't let that happen. Rendezvous next week for the next episodes of Private Suite for Two.